Hello and welcome to Acapella Adventures, about 8 minutes of solo actual play for playtesting a 3D10 system with Meroch, a past the post-apocalypse, with fancy tropes for testing the module Ormegarten, episode 023. Our characters are Igor Steinmann, Mac Wolfsbane, and Wyesley. Along with his mimic sword buddy, he managed to recruit. Accidentally trapped by Mac in this world, they're heading to town to sell some found materials, and they battle some random monsters. At this point, they are encountering the outpost of civilization, the first one that really defines the difference between the wild borderland sort of area and the actual sort of civilized space. They're on a mountainside, sort of like gentle rolling hills leading down into valleys, and the borderlands themselves are really difficult terrain that make it easy for monsters and people to hide in, but really difficult to traverse the area. Igor Crosses fails but finds Foxman crosses the bridge. The Halfling Ranger doesn't seem to be cursed, and he's saying he's merely enjoying the solitude. At this point, they ask if they can go to the, what am I calling it? The Hollow Tree, which was the residing place for the bad guys when we first ran this adventure, based upon B2 essentially. I took and expanded and modified, named people, and did things so that way it would all level out. At this point, we're going to go and see what's going on. So we'll ask, he's obviously out here in the wilderness. What has he done recently? And if Fox is residing in the Hollow Tree, and Fox is, of course, he is a good hiding spot. He's a ranger, appreciates it. We're going to take a look and see what's going on. Could have been interesting, but still, 8, 9, 10. So yes, the tree is pretty much exactly the same as I remember it. Igor, however, being a little bit greedy mercenary kind of guy, knows that originally there was a box of treasure hidden underneath the bed. So there's like a spring moss bed that's really nice and comfortable. Igor asks if he can take and dig up and see if there's anything hidden there, unless Fox is using it as a hiding place for his own stuff, and Fox says no, he isn't. Igor's gonna dig it up and okay. So apparently the original group that cleaned out this and worked with Fox and did things like that never found the treasure box. So I'm going to say that there is the original treasure in there, which I don't remember what that is right the bits was at Ormegarten. I want to say there's, the guy had the ring, so there's the dagger and some treasure. They will split it with Fox. Fox will take the gold because he already has a great magical weapon. So they now have a magical dagger, which also has clues. Max wants the dagger. Igor Wyesley has the best weapon. Igor doesn't really value the dagger, so it's probably going to end up being Mac's dagger. Mac does know that Acappella, which was the second character of James after James's first character, Fox the Ranger, he said let him retire, which became this NPC. So that means, so we'll add it to, that means Mac probably knows something about what is supposed to be going on with this. Oh, he doesn't even really have a dagger. Now, I don't know how enchanted the dagger is. I don't think it's possessing the spirit of the thing. It's got a different source going on. This is a completely different universe designed to be really terrible to magic things, relatively speaking. Basically dropping a high magic creature into a low magic area redefines them. And it kind of makes it a prison place. So Mac now has an enchanted dagger. Alright, so that was just a lucky roll by Igor. Alright. They ask him what's going on in town, and he can't answer the questions properly. So they will ask him. They will ask him about the Medusa, which was a friend of Acappella. And damn, those dice are just. So yes, there is a Medusa. It seems to be peaceful. It is a friend of Acappella's friends. According to Fox, we're going to ask about the lizardmen. That's not so good, even with a 5. Fox is going to say that they are not involved with the. They're not involved with the whole situation here. Igor's like, oh, hey, how about them lizardmen? So, what does that really mean? No, we'll think about that. You think about that too. Tell me what sort of ideas you have in the comments. And I definitely need to make some notes, because they're probably going to go want to talk to the Medusa on the way to the lizardmen, and figure out what's going on with them. So they sort of are developing things to do. And they haven't even gotten to other questions they can ask Fox. So we'll find out. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.